Hello, CS scholars. Take your English students book. This is part 3 of Unit 5, The Tiger, the Holy Man and the Jackal. Today we will do textual exercise. So let's start. Take out page number 51. Children, here we are going to know about homonyms. Let's understand this word first. What does the word homonym mean? Homo means same. Nims means name. When we combine both these words, homo plus name, it becomes homonyms. Now what are homonyms? Homonyms are those words which have same spellings and same pronunciations, but their meanings are different. Let's understand this with few examples. Here I have taken a word fly. Let's use this word in the sentences. Let's fly a kite. A fly sat on my cake. Children, here the bold word fly, in both the sentences, the spelling is same and the pronunciation is also same. But the meaning are different in both the sentences. In the first sentence, fly means to move in the air. And in the second sentence, fly means an insect. Look at the other word, children. Bark. Use this word in a sentence. Tom's dog barks a lot. The bark of this tree is very rough. Here, in the first sentence, the word barks means the short loud noise that a dog makes. And in the second sentence, bark means hard outer covering of a tree. Now, look at this example, children. Shyam can run fast. We have a large milk cane. So here, children, the word can in both the sentences sound same. The spelling is same and the pronunciation is also same. But it has different meaning in both the sentences. In the first sentence, can means able to do something. And in the second sentence, can means a metal container where you store some liquid items. Look at this another example. The flower bloomed in spring. The spring in the toy was broken. Here in both the sentences, the word spring sounds same. Spelling is same and pronunciation is also same. But the meaning is different. In the first sentence, spring means we are talking about a season. And in the second sentence, spring means a metal coil. You have generally seen in the pen. Yes? Now, come to exercise A. Use the correct homonyms from the box to complete these sentences. You may use a word more than once. Look at sentence number 1. The elephant's dash can hold up to 10 liters of water. So children, which is the correct homonym we should use here? Rock, trunk, fine, match? Yes, trunk. What do you mean by trunk, children? A long nose of an elephant. So, like this, you try to do other sentences, and if you face any difficulty, use a dictionary to get the meanings of these words. Take out page number 52, exercise B. Look at the words in the table. Circle the odd word in each row. Give reason for your answer. Children, you have to pick out the odd one from the given words. Look at first one. Aunt, uncle, father, family. So, which is the odd one, children? Yes, family. Because all the other three words show us relations. So, like this, you have to find out the odd one and you have to give the reason for your answer. Now come to our grammar section, learn the languages. Here we are going to know about personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. First, let us understand what are personal pronouns. We have already learned in our earlier classes, children, that pronouns are those words which are used in the place of nouns. Now, here also, personal pronouns are words that are used in the place of nouns in a sentence. Personal pronouns are also classified as subject pronouns and object pronouns. Now, the words like, or we can say the pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, they are subject pronouns, and the pronouns like him, her, us, me, them are object pronouns. Children, we will use subject pronoun at subject place, means before the verb in a sentence, and we will use object pronoun after the verb in a sentence, and object pronouns are always the receiver, and object pronouns are the part of the predicate. Let's understand this thing with few examples. See this example number 1, children. Dash was going out. Here in this sentence, the verb is was, and before the verb blank is given, and before the verb it is subject's place, and for subject's place we will use subject pronoun. So we can use he, she, it, they, we. But in the picture, boy is given. A boy is going out. So for a boy we will use subject pronoun he. He was going out. Number 2. Manya and Kavya were tired. Dash are sleeping. Now here children, the subject are Manya and Kavya. Two subjects. We are talking about two subjects, more than one. So here in the second sentence, Dash are sleeping. So we are talking about two persons. So we can use the verb they. They are sleeping. My father gave Dash a chocolate. Now here the verb is gave, and after the verb blank is given. So if any blank is given after the verb, we will use object pronoun. So which are the object pronoun, children? Him, her, them, me. So like this you can use any object pronoun. So I have used here him. My father gave him a chocolate. See number 4. Can you give Dash a pen, please? Now, can you give? Now, what is the verb here, children? Give. And after the verb, blank is given. And if any blank is given after the verb, which pronoun we will use? Object pronoun. So, here I have used me. Can you give me a pen, please? Or you can use any pronoun. Who is the receiver? Understand this thing, children, that object pronouns are always the receiver. Can you give her a pen? You can use her also. So like this you will use subject pronouns and object pronouns. Subject pronouns are used before the verb and object pronouns are used after the verb, and they are the receivers. Now let us know what are possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are those pronouns which tell us about possession or ownership. They tell us that a particular thing belongs to whom. It means, children, possessive pronouns tell us that something belongs to someone. For example, the pen is his. In this example, the word his is possessive pronoun and the noun is pen. Means his shows that the pen belongs to whom. The pen is his. Next example. These clothes are mine. Here in this example, the word mine is possessive pronoun and the noun is clothes. So the word mine shows that the clothes belongs to whom? The clothes are mine. Next, the house is hers. Here, the word hers is possessive pronoun and the noun is house. So, the word hers, or we can say possessive pronoun, shows that the house belongs to whom? The house is hers. So, the words like mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs are possessive pronouns. Now, look at these words, children. All these words end with S. Yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. These all words end with S. So keep this thing in your mind that the word except mine. These words end with S and they usually always they come at the end of the sentence. See, in all these sentences, the possessive pronouns are at the end. Now, possessive pronouns do not depend on nouns. So, these can be used without a noun or comes after a noun. It means, children, it is not necessary that always possessive pronoun shows an ownership. See this example. My brother saw a new bicycle. Is it yours? Here, in this example, yours is possessive pronoun and the noun is bicycle. But the possessive pronoun doesn't show any ownership. Here, it is not telling the bicycle belongs to yours. So, it is not necessary that always possessive pronoun depends on a noun. In this example, I met a friend of hers. For example, I can say I met a friend of my sister's. So here the word hers is possessive pronoun and the noun is friend. Here also the possessive pronoun doesn't depend on the noun. Understood? Now look at the table to understand how possessive pronoun come from personal pronoun. We have already learned that what are personal pronouns. I, you, he, her, we, they. All these words are personal pronoun. And the word possessive pronoun, mine, yours, his, hers, ours, their, come from this personal pronoun. I will be mine. You will be yours. He, his. Her, hers. We, ours. They, theirs. Understood? Check out page number 53, exercise A. Filling the blanks with a suitable pronoun. Number 1. Sudha and Millie are good friends. Dash are always together. Here in this sentence, children, the subject is Sudha and Millie. We are talking about two persons. Dash are always together. Are is verb and before this verb blank is given. And before the verb we will use subject pronoun. And if the subject is plural, we will use they. They are always together. Now try to draw these sentences by your own. Now let us know what are reflexive pronouns. We use a reflexive pronoun when we want to point back to the doer of the action in a sentence. Means, children, a reflexive pronoun is used when the subject and object of a sentence refer to the same person or thing. In such cases, object is considered as reflexive pronoun. Let us understand with few examples. The girl hurt herself. Here, subject is girl and herself. Herself is reflexive pronouns. Means we are talking about the same person. The girl hurt herself. Herself means the girl only. So, the action reflects back to the subject only. Number 2, Manya and Trusha bought themselves costume for the fancy dress competition. Manya and Trusha. We are talking about two persons, plural. So we will use themselves. Themselves is reflexive pronoun and the action reflect back to the subject. Number 3. Mahi made a cake by herself. Now children, understand this thing also that when an action is performed alone, means without anybody's help, we will use by before the reflexive pronoun. Here the subject is Mahi and reflexive pronoun is herself. So Mahi has made a cake by herself. So before reflexive pronoun, I have used a preposition by, means Mahi has made a cake without anybody's help. Chintu prepared himself for the examination. The subject is Chintu and himself. Himself is reflexive pronoun and prepared is the action performed by Chintu, which affects the subject only, nobody else. Now look these words children. Myself, yourself, himself, itself are used for singular form. Ourselves, yourselves, themselves are used for plural forms. Now, when the word you, yourself and yourself is used for singular person. Yourselves is used for plural. Now, let us have a look at exercise B. Choose the correct reflexive pronoun to complete the sentence. Number 1. If you play with sharp objects, you will hurt dash. Now, what is the subject here children? You. If the subject is you will use which reflexive pronoun? Yourself or themselves? Yes, yourself. Try to do these sentences by your own children. Bye bye. Good day.